Hello guys, and today I'm going to show you my review for the CyberPower Gamer Master pre-built PC. So without any further ado, let's get started. The CyberPower Gamer Master is a $1,000 pre-built PC that is one of the more popular options on Amazon, and that is why I wanted to check out how good its value is. There are some variants of this exact PC too, but I have the Ryzen 5 variant with a 1650 Super GPU. This actually seemed like one of the better variants out of the lot, and here we'll see if it's actually any good at gaming or not. One more thing I will try and do is see if we can build a cheaper PC with similar components off of Amazon to truly see if this pre-built PC is worth buying or not. Starting off the review, we'll first look into the build and design of this PC and its input. So the case here at first glance itself looks much more cleaner and sleek than most pre-built gaming systems you can buy. Even though it has the gaming look and feel, it has a much subtle approach with a clean matte black look with the CyberPower logo and an RGB fan on the front. You cannot actually see the fan fully, but rather it is almost around half, and that looks surprisingly decent in person. Obviously, there is a glass side panel here with RGB fans so you can look inside into all the components. It does have a really boxy shape to it, and there is also no big fan intakes or outtakes on the outside. The keyboard management done here is also very decent, and it does look professionally built. There are also ports on the outside of the case, and they include two USB ports along with a separate headphone and microphone jack, plus the power and reset buttons. On the back, you get 6 USB 3.1 ports, 2 USB 2 ports, 1 HDMI and display port, and you also get an Ethernet port. This is a good selection of ports for a PC, and it even includes inbuilt Wi-Fi as well. Along with the PC, you also get a CyberPower mouse and keyboard, which are nothing too impressive but are good starting points if you don't have any accessories to use your PC. The main thing for a PC are its specs, and here we get a AMD Ryzen 5 3600 CPU, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, a 1TB hard drive plus a 500GB NVMe SSD, and the Nvidia GeForce GTX 1650 Super. The motherboard used here is also a regular B450, which is just fine for a build like this and should support almost all the AMD Ryzen CPUs out. So just when you look at these specs for the first time, you can realize that if you compare the parts to their MSRP, this is just not good value. However, at the moment there seems to be a huge shortage of PC parts, especially CPUs and GPUs, and when I tried searching for the Ryzen 5 and the GTX 1650 Super, they were either unavailable or were stupidly overpriced. Therefore, when you look at this PC with the current market, this actually seems like okay value, and it does actually perform really well in normal day-to-day cases. It's just that you can get much better specs for the same price on laptops, and that is not something healthy for the PC market. Coming back to this PC, it does perform quite well in editing, as you can easily edit 1080p videos without lag and slowdowns, and gaming is quite doable here, which I will show you the results of later. Thermals are also average, with it running all the components at the regular clock speeds, and never really thermal throttling or getting loud. There isn't that much airflow in the PC however, so I wouldn't recommend overclocking the parts too much. Now, I'll show you guys how this PC actually performs in games, and here we'll be having Resident Evil Village, Call of Duty Warzone, and Apex Legends. So with that said, here are the results in game. So in conclusion, this PC is actually decent for medium intensity gaming. You are able to play most of the games out at more than playable FPS at 1080p, but the problem here is the higher price of the PC. Right now, I wouldn't suggest you buy this PC unless you absolutely need it, and even in that case, I would recommend getting a gaming laptop instead, as that could get you better value. Overall, I'd suggest you to wait a bit longer until prices go down and parts restock, but if you just want a decent pre-built PC and you don't care that much about the value, then you can go ahead with this as well. So that's it for the video guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and hope you enjoy this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.